everything's gonna be alright. And when we get there, I'ma see a pretty young thing. I'ma ask her to take my hand, head to the floor, we gon' dance. And when we get there, best believe we're gonna do a two-step. Ain't no drama in here, so don't stress. Step to the right, then side to the left.
Good evening and welcome to the Stephen Knight Show. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday and hopefully it's about to get a little bit better for you. We're back with the latest in sports, fashion, movie reviews, hot topics, and of course the best indie music out there. The later in the show we welcome the cast of the new hilarious web series, Rhonda Mitchell M.D. Plus, Pamela Weeks will join us to tell us about an upcoming training that is helped to reverse an opioid overdose. That's been something that's just destroying us nationwide, and so they're looking to do something here to help out. So definitely stick around for that. Hot Topics talking about everything that's going on there. Just a lot with Meek Mills and just Tyrese is apologizing, just a lot. So just stick around. I want to remind you that we were nominated for 3 ATL Hottest Entertainment Awards. The Stephen Knight Show was nominated for Hottest Radio Show. I'm nominated for Hottest Online Radio Personality and Hottest Rising Superstar. So please go to atlhottest.com and vote for us. Voting ends soon. So please go to atlhottest.com or you can go to our website, thestephennightshow.com. There's a link there. Listen, remind you all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, and of course our official website, thestephennightshow.com. When we come back, Hot Topics, right back after this.
You are now listening to Eldar Q. More than sound. Only on LdarQ.
I met this pretty mamacita at the bar. She had a luminous smile like a million stars. She grabbed a margarita at first sight when I seen her. I'm thinking, damn, I need her. Feel like I need a breather. She take my breath away every step I take. Can't find the words to say, but soon that'll change. I grab her waistband, this feels amazing. She sure know how to dance while she got my hand. She got me feeling like the man. I love her body party. I usually don't dance, but this girl is naughty. Yeah, she drop it low, bring it up slow. Turn me around, hold me close, don't let go. The way she dance on me, like she's from my dream. The way our bodies move, perfect harmony. The way she dance on me, like she's from my dream. The way our bodies move, perfect harmony. I love fiesta, fiesta, fiesta. I love fiesta, fiesta. Te amo, fiesta. Te amo, fiesta. That winding and grinding got us soaking wet. She said, take me home. We hop in my car. I drop the top, then she hop on top. Good thing I don't live far, cause it's getting hot. We start making out. She show me what she bout. She open up to me. Our bodies figured out. She ripping off my clothes. I unstrap her bra. I bite her panty line. She slide them panties on. As our skins collide, your eyes go back. I've never been inside, but I must come back. We make love through the night beneath the candlelight. This can't be wrong, cause it feels so right. Hours go by, this gaze in your eyes is something beautiful I thought I'd never find. Now you're in my arms, I won't waste your time. You're my shooting star on this never-ending night. The way she dance on me, like she's from my dream. The way our bodies move, perfect harmony. The way she dance on me, like she's from my dream. The way our bodies move, perfect harmony. I love fiestas, fiestas. fiesta. I love fiesta, fiesta. Te amo, fiesta. Te amo, fiesta.
Only on eldarq.com.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Miss Parker, how's it going?
Happy Monday, guys. How are you?
Doing well. How was your weekend? I know you don't have bad ones, so how was it?
No, I don't have bad weekends. It was great. One of my best friends, Mel, was in town from L.A. She's living here, so we hung out with her as a group on Friday, and we went to a wine festival on Saturday, which was really fun.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I went to one of my girlfriend's housewarming. So it was a busy weekend, but really great weekend. How was yours?
My weekend was good. Like you said, we hung out Friday from Mel, which was great, seeing everybody, especially seeing Mel. I haven't seen her since I bumped into her in L.A. Earlier this year. But yeah, Saturday I just met up with one of my homeboys. We watched the Georgia game and ate. You know, it's Veterans Day, so shout out to all the veterans, vets that serve our country and served our country. Saturday, I went to two places and they were understaffed. And this man couldn't understand how y'all understand on Veterans Day. He couldn't understand it.
Right.
But
right.
And then Sunday I just did brunch with some friends at Negril Village. Shout out to Negril Village. So yeah, it was kind of low-key. It wasn't a lot going on, but it still was fun as always.
Right. What
about you, Chica? How was your weekend? Exactly. Back to Monday. How was your weekend, Chica?
My weekend was pretty good. It was quiet. I actually worked a little bit. I did some voiceover work that probably will not come to fruition until sometime next year, so I was excited about that. Some projects coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was bitter cold this weekend in the Northeast, so yeah.
It was cold here, too. I'm sure it wasn't as cold as up there, but it was cold here for sure. I got to wear my new jacket. I was excited. Well, listen, the question of the day is, what is your guilty pleasure? What's your guilty pleasure, Miss Parker?
Stephen, you know you ask that question quite often, right?
That's my go-to.
I see. I don't know, maybe some of the ratchet TVs that come on once in a while, I'll turn to them and binge on them, but that probably would be what I would think of.
But yeah, so what about you, Chica?
Oh, wow. So there's this thing on social media with a couple of these internet Instagram stars where these guys go around doing pranks on people or doing outlandish things just to get, followers or acknowledgement on Instagram. I don't know if you've ever seen any of these guys. Like one of the guys, I don't want to shout him out because I don't want to give him any more fame, but he's just ludicrous. He changed his look over time. He has tattoos all over his face now. He's like the Black Joker. I don't want to say his name, though. And there's people that follow him that do things of the like. So one of the guys goes into Walmart and he just asks random people, especially women, like obscene things. So that's like my guilty pleasure. I just laugh at it because it's just absurd. But I can't really tell people that I do it. I'm telling you guys, but and all of our listeners got to keep it a secret. I don't really do it.
Right. I think my guilty pleasure is they have this skinny popcorn, and I try not to buy a bag because every time I do, I eat the whole bag in one setting. It's really good. It has like 34 calories a cup, and black pepper. I think it's black pepper and salt is the flavor.
Black peppercorn.
Yeah, black peppercorn.
Wait a minute, hold up. I'm having deja vu. Didn't you tell us this before?
I probably did. See, y'all ruining my question.
Yeah, it must really be a guilty pleasure of yours.
I love it. And I like watching news bloopers on YouTube. I don't know why they're so funny.
Oh yeah.
Well, listen, everyone at home, tweet us, Stephen Knight Show, SA Show, and let us know what your guilty pleasure is. All right, hot topic. So I don't know if you all watched. I've been keeping up with Escape, the 90s group Escape. You know, they're back on a reunion tour. They have a new reality show called Still Kicking It. And the group, they appeared on Watch What Happens Live last night, and it seems to be some tension with them. So Andy Cohen asked them, will they be doing new music? While Latasha Scott and Tanya Harris and Tamika Scott are all on board, Candy said she won't be participating in new music because she'll be busy on Broadway. Things also got even more awkward when Andy brought up an old interview that Tamika Scott did where she accused Candy of breaking up the group by sleeping with Jermaine Dupri, which Candy admits that they did hook up. And there's also rumors about Jermaine Dupri's father, who's a music executive, Michael Malden, saying that she slept with him too. Well, Tamika admitted on Watch What Happens that she did not actually sleep with Michael, that Jermaine Dupri's dad. That was actually a rumor. But it seems like Candy's just not really here for the group. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it's kind of like where she is as a person. I think, first of all, I think her personality, she's not a very team-oriented type person. I think she works better individually. I think she's brilliant, but I think she's more of an independent type mogul where she needs to be doing her own thing and, you know, and coming up with her own. I just don't think some people are just not group people. They just don't don't work well with other people. And so it seems like that probably has been the case since the group was in play.
Yeah.
And so at this point, I think they need to just do whatever she's agreeing to, and then maybe try to figure out individual projects that they can go on and do as individual members to capitalize on the opportunity that they have now. Because she is the one who is with the upper hand right now. So the ball is in her court because she's a well-known one. I think for her, a part of her too, I think she's a type of person that holds grudges.
Yeah.
So a part of it is also that she feels like she's rescuing them. Like, it's because of me you guys are coming back, or because of me people are still interested in y'all. I'm the one that's famous and rich right now, so I don't really need you guys. So I think all of those things play into it. I think the situation is complicated, but they need to just stop beating a dead horse. She doesn't want to do it. Just leave her alone.
Yeah. What about you, Chica?
I agree. Candy's been the one to really excel since forever. I mean, she was the breakout star of the group, and they need to find a way to make their new 15 minutes last for them. Seriously. Like, I don't know. Find something to do for yourself. I mean, I do believe in the past a couple of girls tried to do solo projects. Maybe that's not quite your lane. Maybe that won't work for you. Maybe try writing a couple of songs for some people. I don't know, but use this time that you have the spotlight to spin off of it while you can.
Right, yeah. I was watching, I was thinking, I've never been in a group, but I was thinking if I work with, like, some old coworkers, like, back in the day that I maybe didn't get along with, things ended kind of on a bad note, would I be able to come back, put everything aside, and work with them again? And I think my personality, I could, but it seems like Candy is stuck back there. Just when it comes to those group members, Tanya aside, she's stuck with where things that happened. And I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. But we love Escape. Hopefully they'll get it together. All right, well, I don't know if you saw, but Tyrese, last week over the last few weeks he made a couple of videos. He said that Will Smith and Jada gave him $5 million, which they said that they didn't. And so over the weekend he made a video apologizing. He said that he had been getting help, psychiatric help, as well as seeing a therapist. And one of the therapists put him on some medication that he blames is why he behaved the way he did. He said he was under stress, but it was really the pills. So he apologized to his daughter, his wife, and apologized to his fans around the world. Do you think that those pills had something to do with his behavior?
I'm just so sick of talking about Tyrese.
Do you even?
Honestly, I don't. I still think he suffers from some type of mental illness. Obviously, he was seeing someone to try to get help. But I don't know. I'm not a medical doctor, so I can't say what type of side effect pills have on someone. But he definitely has an issue. So that's just where I am with it. And I don't know going to get over if it's going to be, therapy or medication or some spiritual healing. But I don't, obviously he needs help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ms. Parker hit it on the head last week when she said that, he's a narcissist and he's looking for that attention, and he's using social media to fill a void.
Right.
I guess what he's not getting from his career. However, like I said last week, I think that he's doing more damage than anything else to his career. He needs to lay low for a while, chill out.
I agree.
Medicine, no medicine, mental illness, no mental illness. You just need to sit in the corner for a while, at least a good 6 months. He's
sharing too much online on social media, which he shouldn't be doing. I think some of the things he needs to keep between him and his family, but I do hope he gets whatever help he needs. All right, before we go to break, so a Nashville teacher was suspended without pay last week due to a rude instructor. The rude instructor removed the student's religious headscarf, allowing the students to pet the girl's hair and post a video on social media with the caption, "Pretty hair." After the video circulated on social media, a concerned viewer sent the video to a local news station. In the clip, a hand can be seen removing the girl's hijab and ruffling hair ruffling their hands through their hair with the caption, "All that hair covered up." Now, the poor girl is seen trying to cover herself up, but the hands won't stop. Well, News 4 went out to the school last Tuesday afternoon and met with the principal, Dr. Tim Malone. He did not want to go on camera, but he began investigating. Originally, he said that the teacher denied making the video and said exposing the girl's hair was not done out of disrespect. But by Tuesday evening, the student's family was involved. Now, the student's mother and sister were outraged after being shown the video and told News 4 this should never have happened. Now, executive director of the school, the New Vision Academy, finally released a statement saying they took action against the ignorant instructor. Do you think that teacher should be fired or suspended?
I think it's an opportunity for everyone in the situation to learn. I think it may be a teachable opportunity. I think sometimes people are not aware, and I hate to use ignorant as an excuse, but I think certain situations need to be looked at as how can we learn from the situation, how can we better educate those educators regarding traditional cultural differences that need to be considered when things are going on. People just need to be able to make better decisions as adults, as educators, as caregivers, and I think a lot of it has to do with cultural ignorance and religious ignorance. So I think that this could be a teachable moment where it's up suspending her and she still doesn't really understand the true issues behind it. Maybe taking this opportunity for her to form a program where she teaches other teachers on how to be more culturally and religiously sensitive. So I think everything doesn't call for suspend or fire. I think some situations the universe put in our way so that we can learn from it. And so as a whole, as a group, as a community to learn from it. So I think this may be one of those cases.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Definitely some kind of sensitivity training, something.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, right back with more Hot Topics.
Just the other day, you turned and walked away, left you all alone, heart full of pain. Never said goodbye, left you there to cry, broken down, standing in the rain. Ay. But wipe all your tears away, 'cause I came to save the day. Gonna erase the pain, the hate game, it's gonna be okay. I know we broke your heart, tears rolling down your face. You know I'm coming over to make sure you're okay. You don't have to wait, I'ma save the day. Call me Superman, let me go a slave. Girl, I'm on my way, girl, I'm on my way, You don't have to wait, I'ma save the day. Call me Superman, let me go a slave. Girl, I'm on my way. You must have seen it all along. He was a fool to do you wrong, but it's okay, I'm here to stay, so stay strong and move on. Take my hand, 'cause I wanna be your man. face. You know I'm coming over to make sure you're okay. You don't have to wait, I'ma save the day. Call me Superman, you'll be always late. Girl, I'm on my way. Girl, I'm on my way. You don't have to wait, I'ma save the day. You can put your trust in me, I'll never let you down when you call on me. I'll always be around if you let me be the man you need. Baby, I'll fulfill your fantasy. But wipe all your tears away, 'cause I can't save the day. Gonna erase the pain, it's gonna be okay. I know we broke your heart, tears rolling down your face. You know I'm coming over to make sure you're okay. You don't have to wait, I'ma save the day. Call me Superman, you'll be always late. Girl, I'm on my way. Oh, baby. Girl, I'm on my way. Girl, I'm on my way. So I'm on my way. You save the day, you'll be okay. Yeah.
Staring at the ceiling, girl, you and I. How many licks just to get to your center? When I beat that batter, girl, I'ma fry them cakes with a cast iron skillet. You wake up, oh, we gon' get it in, get it in. Give you my love, we gon' turn this bedroom to a kitchen. Let's get up there, oh, you can't get away, get away. Stop playing, girl, give me them cakes. Rolling, girl, between the sheets we rolling. Nothing but love in the morning. I got to have breakfast in bed. Squeezing and teasing. If you put it in my face, I'm eating. Nothing but love in the morning. I got to have breakfast in bed. Go hard like this all day. It feels so good when we shake and bake. When you curl your toes and you grab my hand, this is the sound when we baking, man. Wake up, oh, we gon' get it in, get it in. Give you my love, we gon' turn this bedroom into a kitchen. Let's get up. You can't
Hi, this is Carolyn Pierre-Outlar.
This is Jowanda Durham.
And this is Malachi Rivers, and we are the cast, creator, and producer of Rhonda Mitchell M.D., and you're listening to The Stephen Knight Show.
Welcome back to The Stephen Knight Show. Chike, we have something we're giving away. You want to tell us about it?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know I have friends in high places, right?
Absolutely. And
my good buddy Greta Russo from Support Your Pet, now named SUP Creative Group, has sponsored a VIP experience with the Grammy Award-winning group Boys to Men. So Christmas Eve, one lucky Stephen Knight Show listener will be going to have a VIP experience with Boys to Men in Las Vegas and get an opportunity to meet them backstage.
Wow.
I must say this because I don't want anyone to get too excited. We do not pay for your airfare. The tickets and the experience is taken care of, but we do not pay for your airfare. Exactly. So, yeah, we won't do that. So here's what the criteria is. We want our listeners to spam our posts. So when we post on Mondays and on Thursdays, upcoming shows or the current shows for that night, we need for you to go ham on the internet. And Stephen and I will keep abreast of who's doing the most. I'm going to announce, let's say, our December 4th show. I'm going to announce a winner, and we're going to have the winner call into the show. So there's a number of things that need to happen. You need to spam our posts, and on the 4th of December, when we air that Monday night, you're going to have to be the first caller to call in once we air that night. Is that fair? Does that sound good?
Sounds very good. And what they can do is go to our website tomorrow and get more details on how they can win these tickets to see Boys to Men. I'm jealous.
Absolutely.
Well, I have a question. What if the first person to call in wasn't the person with the most spam?
We're going to reach out. We're going to reach out to the person with the most, and they're only going to have a certain amount of time to call in.
Oh, okay. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
So it's kind of like a twofold thing.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, back to Hot Topic. So everyone was so excited about Colin Kaepernick. He may not be doing well in the NFL, blackballed in the NFL, but it's not stopping him from winning off the field. Now, the Spartan athlete is covered of the latest GQ magazine as their Citizen of the Year and the Men of the Year series. Now, ironically, Kaepernick did not utter a single word for the featured title, Colin Kaepernick Will Not Be Silenced. Instead, he was highlighted by his peers, including Ava DuVernay. Did I say that right, Chike?
DuVernay.
J. Cole, and his longtime love, radio personality Nessa. Now, Ava said, I'm just really honored to know him. He's sitting there, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, look at this brother. He's doing better than any of us have done, a lot better, with a lot more elegance. J. Cole said he wasn't backing down. He wasn't afraid. He was just being honest, and it didn't seem like he was looking for attention. It caught me off guard because, nothing personally against him. I just didn't know when I met him that the person with the biggest balls in sports would be him. Nessa said, I'm very fortunate that I have Colin next to me. It's everything. We love each other. We care for each other. We have to remind each other of that. Hey, we're doing our part. We're trying to make a difference. Now, the story also features stunning pictures of Cap, along with black youth featured by photographer Martin Shore. Did you see the pictures, and what are your thoughts?
I thought that they were pretty good.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that I thought that they were pretty good. I think that it's hopefully it'll be a change in the tide from what has been happening with him, and that he can get back to doing what he does best, and that's play football.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't think playing football is his goal right now. I think that football is a way of keeping his voice and message in the game. I think him being denied the right to play football is part of the strategy of keeping that going, because the whole point of the reason he's not playing football is because he stood up for something that he truly believed in, and that this country is truly just a racist systematically, from the top to the bottom. Because if the only reason that somebody doesn't get a job is because they're fighting so that their brother and cousins and uncles and fathers are not killed by police brutality, and that's the reason America is upset, with him and the league is not giving him the opportunity, I think that message is stronger than him being in football. So I honestly don't think, knowing him and following his story and really being able to see the type of people that he aligned himself with, I think it's all a strategic thing as far as him saying that he's open or going back. I don't think that's where his purpose is. Secondly, I think that is amazing that he's been recognized. I think that there are a few people in our society that really sees how much of a gift this person is to us, and how much of an impact he's made, and how much he was needed in this country, and how much his voice and the stand that he's taken was something that we gravely was missing. And so for me, that's a bit of a light, just to be able to see that there are people in organizations like GQ or even whoever the editor is for that article or this issue was brave enough to say, you know what, we're going to go ahead and recognize this man and make him Citizen of the Year, and somebody who really stood up for something and putting it all on the line. So I'm really happy and proud of him.
Most definitely. I was very proud to see it, and he deserves that and much more. And then keep fighting the fight. Definitely appreciate that. All right, well, I don't know if you've been keeping up the whole Meek Mill situation. Apparently, he got sentenced 2 to 4 years in jail for breaking what's the word I'm looking for? Breaking his parole violation,
Violating his parole.
Violating his parole, right. And so apparently the judge that he's been seeing, I've been going before, she wanted him, so his attorney has filed a motion to have her removed from the case, and they made an official complaint with the Judicial Conduct Board. They said that the judge asked him to record a Boyz II Men song and add a special shout-out to her. And since that didn't happen, now he's facing 2 to 4 years in jail. Now, keep in mind, the attorneys on both sides don't recommend jail time for him, neither does his parole officer, but the judge is insisting that he goes to jail. So there's a petition online that includes petition online, T.I., J. Cole, a lot of people have come out and said that this is just systematic, issues that African Americans have faced in this country. But the Pennsylvania governor, Tim Wolf, says, unfortunately, he cannot adjust the sentence because it's against state law. What are your thoughts on all this?
It happens all the time. Not to say it's right, but I totally agree that it is a systematic issue. I think whenever things like this happen to people who are famous, we're able to see what thousands and thousands of black men go through on a daily basis.
Yeah.
We're able to see when things happen as racially based with celebrities and people that are known, it shines a light on the rest of America. Because I think that a lot of these issues go unheard because they are happening to black people. So this is something that's always been a part of the criminal justice system, and the hand of justice is always heavier for people of color. And so, he's just right now in the person of the moment that we're able to see. Okay, this person is being treated unjustly. It happens every single day with thousands of black men being locked up.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
It does. They're actually, as of a few hours ago, they were downtown here in Philadelphia petitioning and making a protest to free Meek Mill. So you had various celebrities from the area. I know the 76ers were there. Dr. J was going to be present. It was going to be a big thing. They had 4 double-decker buses coming to town full of people, all support of Meek Mill. Rick Ross is supposed to be in town. It's a lot going on for Meek Mill.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can raise some noise to the situation. I actually heard an interview with Remy Ma on The Breakfast Club going into detail about her own situation as it relates to being on probation or being on parole and the stipulations that you have and things you can't do. And it's kind of insane that he had these stipulations on him for 12 years, and the kinds of things that you can't do, especially as it relates to his profession, they were almost impossible. You were set up to fail. They set you up to fail.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I wish them well with the fight, but like they said, it's a systematic error. It's the system.
There's a show on OWN, I don't know if you all watch it, called Release, and it follows inmates as they come out of jail and just getting their life back on track. And watching it, you do see how in some of these cases they do set them up for failure. I mean, this one guy, he's trying to get a job, and he has to be in the house by 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? He said, I'm on parole or probation, whatever, and I'm doing everything you asked me to do. Why don't I be in the house at 6 o'clock? You know what I mean? He had to ask for permission if he could go out to dinner with his family for his birthday. It's just, I don't know, it's interesting, very interesting. All right, last story.
How are you going to be? I'm sorry. How are you going to be a hip hop artist and you have to be in the house by midnight?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. All right, well, our last story. So comedian Tiffany Haddish made history Saturday night, becoming the first black female stand-up comedy to host Saturday Night Live in its 43 seasons. Now, in her open monologue, Haddish talked about her newfound stardom after starring in the blockbuster's Girl Strip released earlier this year. She told the audience that after Googling herself, she discovered that she was worth $2 million. She said, what do I need to do to get this money? Should I fake my own death? But she got great reviews, people, singing her praises. What do you think about this being the first African-American comedian, female comedian, to host in 43 seasons?
It's about time. Hopefully we'll see more of it.
Exactly.
But I think that since that big stink of Hollywood and the whole diversity situation, I think that there is a wave happening, and definitely seeing more women of color in Hollywood and in leading roles and just present on the screen, period. We've come a very long way. We still have a lot further to go, but I'm glad to see it happen.
Most definitely. All right. Well, listen, before we go, I want to remind you we are nominated for 3 ATL Hottest Entertainment Awards. Please go to atlhottest.com to vote for us. We're nominated for Hottest Radio Show, Hottest Online Radio Personality, me, and then the Hottest Rising Superstar, me. So please go to atlhottest.com, vote for us. You can go to our website, thestephenknightshow.com. Ms. Parker, thank you so much for Hot Topics, and I know TK, you're staying on for movie reviews.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you next week.
All right.
Bye, Ms. Parker.
Bye.
I took the lights on these haters, cause they were sleeping. Pop on, clap up on these haters, cause they was tweaking. Do not interrupt a hater when she is speaking. Please keep an eye on your hater, I got him kicking. From way back when I've been a problem, you don't pick when you got options. They talking cause I'm never around up. Man, what you say, I beg your pardon. Why you coming at your face? Man, you need to know your place. Oh, you made a big mistake. It's got to be bombs away. Bombs away. You about to blow it? Man, I'm too nice to these hitters. That's over, yeah, finito. I suggest you reconsider. Man, what's wrong with these people? Don't make me reach for the trigger. Be careful, cause it's lethal. We the same matter, you figure. Oh, nah, we not equal. From way back when I've been a problem. You don't pick when you got options. They talking cause I'm never around up. Man, what you say, I beg your pardon. should know your place. Oh, you made a big mistake. It's got to be bombs away. Bombs away. You about to blow it? 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 You about to blow it?
All night long, she 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 all on me. Tell her, come get this, she follow me. Tell me what you came for. Did you come to play with? Did you come to be my bad girl? Hey, damn it, be ashamed, gripping on your waist. Go ahead now. We grinding, we wildin', cause we don't care. We wildin', we rubbing like no one's here. If I push up on it, will you go there? Trust me, you'll go there. All night long, she all on me. Tell her, come get this, she follow me. All night long, she all on me. When she want that, she call on me. I'ma get that girl, let's get that girl. 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 Back up one time, cock it back on it. Back up one time, cock it back on it. I'ma get that girl, let's get that girl. I'ma get that girl, let's get that. Tell me, can you handle it? Tell me right now before we walk out this club, girl. Hey, baby, where your hands? Thought you had a man, no damn, baby. We grindin', we wildin', cause we don't care. Hey. We wildin', we rubbin' like no one's here. Wait, if I push up on it, will you go there? Hey, baby, trust me, you'll go there. All night long, she all on me. Tell her, come get this, she follow me. All night long, she all on me. When she want that, she call on me. I'ma get that girl, let's get that girl. I'ma get that girl, let's get that girl. I'ma get that girl, let's get that girl. I'ma get that girl, let's get that. Back up one time, cock it back on it. Back up one time, cock it back on it. I'ma get that girl, let's get that girl. I'ma get that girl, let's get that girl. All night long, she all on me. Tell her, come get this, she follow me. All night long, she all on me. When she want that, she call on me. All night long, she 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 all night long. I'ma get that girl, let's get it.
Welcome back to the show. So many of you have heard about the growing opioid epidemic that is happening in this country and around the world. And tonight we welcome Pamela Weeks to tell us about a training that's going to help save lives. Help me welcome Pam Weeks. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. And I'm so excited about this training. It's going to be on November the 15th, 2017, from 7 to 8:30 p.m. And this is a Narcan training. So if anybody knows someone who is at risk for a drug overdose, they can actually use this, and it reverses the opioid overdose. And this is going to be sponsored by Sunrise Detox. It's at the Burma Center, 1200 Ashwood Parkway, Suite 400, Atlanta 30338. And they can call Janet to schedule their reservation. Everybody is going to receive a free kit when they come in. And Janet can be reached at 678-462-4471.
Okay, awesome. And what's the targeted audience for this training?
I'm thinking outside the box. What if you and I are at the grocery store and something like this happens? We can have this available. We can save a life.
Yeah. And what is it? A shot? Is it a pill? What is it?
No, this is it is actually a nasal spray.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
It's going to be free training on how to use Naloxone, which is also Narcan, and this is the only FDA-approved medication for treatment of an opioid overdose. Wow,
that is crazy. I mean, just the fact that we're seeing this everywhere now. I was
everywhere.
I was watching a documentary on Netflix not too long ago about this one community and just the amounts of deaths that they've taken place from opioid overdose. And so, and it can happen. It happens to housewives because they get on painkillers or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it just, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It is. This is something that can happen to anybody, just like you were saying.
Yeah. Well, listen, you have a very interesting background. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Oh, thank you. I sing with a dog.
Yes, you do.
Yes, Buffy, the Pam and Buffy show. We were on television for many years. We had a live show at American Adventure Whitewater for 15 years.
Wow, that's awesome.
And Buffy's my drug-free dog. We go into the schools with "Cool as Me, I'm drug-free." And just last week, we were in front of 2,000 little children, and they promised me that they will be drug-free forever.
Yeah, it's sad, but it's important that we get that out to the children while they're young, because kids are being exposed. They're being exposed, to drugs and alcohol at such young ages. So it's very important.
They are. My experience in talking with clients, I am now an addiction counselor, and I have a DUI school. And my experience when I hear people's stories, the onset is 12 years old.
Wow, 12.
And my good friend Sam died 2 weeks before his 21st birthday of a heroin overdose. He was my neighbor.
Wow.
And last time I saw him, he said, "Pam, I'm clean. I'm going to meetings. I have a job." I said, "Oh, Sam, I'm so proud of you."
Wow. And that relapse, because you hear about, people who've gone 20 years clean and then they relapse. Yes. Addiction is such a powerful thing. I think a lot of people don't really understand addiction as they should.
It's not easy to understand. And what happens is, once a person gets clean, if they go back to their normal use, that tolerance has dropped. This is what kills them, because the body can no longer process it.
Wow. You were telling me before we went on that you recently had an event. You want to talk about that?
Yes. We had the Cool as Me, I'm Drug Free. We did 3 shows a couple of weeks ago, and thousands of little children were excited. We went in with Buffy and songs that I have written. So we all sang the good morning song, how we wake up each day and making the most out of our day. And then we did Hugga. We talk about how everyone needs a hug. And then caring and sharing, that's what friends are for. And then Buffy joins us, and all the children tell her to stay away from drugs and alcohol.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, tell everyone again where they can learn about this or attend this training. Where's the best place?
Thank you so much. It's at the Burma Center, and call Janet and just give her a call at 678-462-4471. Let them know they heard us on your show and you're supporting this, and I really appreciate it. And I hope you're able to come out too. I'd love to be with you so that you and I can go hand in hand to help understand this epidemic.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Pam, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule. I know you're a busy woman. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me. I love you always.
I love you too. Well, listen, we'll be right back after this.
Thank you.
That shit going bang. Niggas won't fuck with that shit. Hey, Prano, what's poppin'? Yeah.
Hey, yo, Saint Soprano.
Broad Street Bully. We niggas already snow stakes. It's Philly in this bitch. Bully line, bitch.
Moolery. Black Forbes legend.
Big B's, bitch.
Stay proud.
Ain't not bigger than a motherfucking beat on nigga. Double the 1G gang. Do this for the gang, bang. You a dumb nigga, bang, bang. I'ma hold it real right. Hug life, stack up in the chain gang. Ran up on the plug twice. Dug life, feet blood, nigga, bang, bang. Red light, green light, same lane. I'ma hold it bang, bang. Do this for the gang, bang. You a dumb nigga, bang, bang. I'ma hold it real right. Hug life, stack up in the chain gang. Ran up on the plug twice. Dug life, feet blood, nigga, bang, bang. Red light, green light, same lane. I'ma hold it bang, bang.
I don't gang bang, but my gang do. Ain't nothing bigger than that beat, bitch. Yeah, it's me, bitch. Fully like clip drip, long ass gang. I pull that shit, get the hitting shit, get your wig pushed back. Bitch nigga on the plate, dub, plug ass nigga. I shine for mine, what your life like? What a thug about, nigga? Nigga shine up and get lined up. What's your body count, nigga? My nigga stained up, don't get flanked up. Don't get your body found, nigga. Dig a hole 6 feet, more sunny, more east, slide booty, big heat, deuce, 3 strike. SPGK, yeah, that big beat a flag. It's that bully gang, and I pull it gang, I put your body in the back.
You know when you love somebody, you gotta treat them kind, yeah. And if you out there and you got that good one, never let her go. Let me tell you why. I took her love for granted, and she stole my heart, left me stranded. What I do to get it all back, my love, yeah. Last time we kissed, oh, I'll treasure, 'cause missing those lips are now forever gone too soon. Baby, it's driving me crazy.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Birthed from real-life professional medical knowledge experience, Rhonda Mitchell M.D. centers on ambitious young medical doctor, Dr. Rhonda Mitchell, played by Jowanda Durham. Now, Rhonda is looking to rebound after being fired from a successful medical practice. Tonight, we welcome producer Carolyn Pierre-Outlar and cast members Jowanda Durham and Malachi Rivers. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having us. Thank you.
I definitely appreciate you. I watched the first episode and I was sitting outside. This is kind of embarrassing. I was sitting outside my therapy session, waiting to go in, and I watched it. It had me like, it was hilarious.
Oh, thank you.
So let's start with you, Carolyn. Now, this is your very first project you produced, and this is based on, because you're a medical professional, so this is based on some real life situations. Tell us about how you kind of created all this and got to where we are today.
Sure. My mentor, back in 2012, I took a film production class, and my mentor, he knew that I was an aspiring writer, and he encouraged me to write what you know. Right. And so, being a physician assistant since 2006, I had like 6 years of experience under my belt. So I was like, you know what? This is what I know. I know medicine. At the time, I had just my first job was in Harlem. I worked in Harlem for 3 years in surgery. In 2012, at that time, I was in a family practice in the Upper West Side. servicing low-income patients. So I always kind of had this relationship with the community as a professional, as a medical professional. So going back to him encouraging me to write it, I wrote a pilot, of Rhonda Mitchell M.D., and originally I wrote it for TV. And he actually knew a production company. It's a husband and wife who own a production company, and the husband's a psychiatrist. And, they were also interested in producing content. And so he showed them the pilot. They loved the pilot. And, we discussed filming it ourselves and putting it on the web, and that's where we are today. That's how we got here.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing medical shows out there, but you rarely see any centered around women of color.
Right.
What do you think what that represents for African American community?
I think it's a positive image that we need to see. Like you said, as I was writing it, I thought to myself, wow, the last time we saw an African American doctor as the lead in the series was Cosby Show.
Wow, yeah.
And I was like, wow, I was like, that's really deep. And you've never seen a black female doctor as the lead in the series. We've had nurses, of course, Hawthorne, RN, and other series where you've seen African-American nurses. And Grey's Anatomy is great in showing black doctors, but they aren't the lead. Right. So I thought it was really important for me to put that story out there and show people, like, look, we do this too. Like, we're not all prostitutes or drug dealers and stereotypical stuff. So I thought it was an important image to have out there.
Absolutely. And Jowanda, you play Dr. Rhonda Mitchell. Tell us about your character and kind of how you embrace that.
Well, I feel like Dr. Rhonda is very relatable. Everyone doesn't want to be a doctor, but everyone has a dream, and her dream is to leave Harlem, graduate at the top of her class in medical school. She wants to, start her own prestigious firm one day or join another great practice. But, she gets fired because she's just a little wackadoo, a little full of herself in the beginning.
She's a little special.
It's different. And so you know how it is. You got to go back home. When you get kicked out, you go home. And for her, the family business is running a clinic in Harlem. And that's a place she never expected to be. And I think that happens to a lot of us, no matter what we want to do, sometimes you got to start back over by starting back from where you came from. And not seeing it as a setback, but seeing it as another start to your future.
Exactly.
And that's,
Exactly. Because, in the glamorous practice, she had celebrity patients, and she was, just used to a whole different. She thought she, I guess, made it, quote unquote, made it, and then get sent back to Harlem.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Back to the real world.
The real world.
Right.
And under her father, of all people. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's interesting because I'm not a doctor. No one would ever want me to touch them, but I remember when I was first moving from Virginia to Atlanta, people kept telling me, you can always come home. You can always come home. And I'm thinking, I didn't move. I'm not moving to come home. You know what I mean? So I think people can relate to this. Anyone that ever stepped out from their comfort zone or their hometown or whatever.
Right.
So Malachi.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. And Malachi, you played the player on the.
Player.
You asked Dr. Rhonda to take your shift because you had a girl that you needed several condoms for. A
bowl of condoms.
Fantasy piece.
Right. Tell us about your character.
So I play Brian Donovan, and Brian is very true to himself. He's a very self-aware, I would like to say, and he knows what he wants, and he goes for what he wants. No, but Brian is Rhonda's childhood friend who stayed pretty much in Harlem. He admires Rhonda's father, and they kind of grew up together. And Rhonda kind of stepped away and did her thing. But when she came back, I think he kind of started catching feelings for her and kind of realizing like, oh, something there. And I think you'll see more of that coming along next season probably. But I mean, he's definitely a playboy. But he has no problem with letting Ron know that what he's about to do, but he can't take what she's doing, and you see
he's the PA.
So somebody else.
He's the practice PA. He's the physician assistant of the practice.
Right.
So he's actually what my career. I'm a physician assistant in real life. I'm not a doctor. So I'm a physician assistant, and so he plays the physician assistant to Rhonda. So there's going to be some upcoming drama between that too, because I always get mistaken for the nurse, and and I'm like, no, you're going to see me, like they can't believe that they're seeing this black woman and that I'm going to treat them and prescribe this and order their CAT scan. Like they can't believe that. So that's going to be another play, like that gender issue in medicine is big. So they're going to have some conflict in the future regarding that too. So that would be fun.
Having the PA report to a male PA report to a female doctor, and it's kind of, in this day and age, it shouldn't be an issue, but I guess it still is, in the medical world.
It is.
So it is. Especially the PA has filling the doctor. I can only imagine what season 2 is going to
be. And especially when the doctor has an attitude problem, because you don't
I wouldn't say an attitude problem. I would say she's just open to
and she doesn't want to be in Harlem, so I mean being to where you don't want to be, and then you got someone that you've known all your life try to hit on you. It's just too much. It's too much.
Exactly. Too much in the workplace. Too much.
So, Jowanda and Malcolm, how did you all prepare for these roles, these characters?
First of all, we were given a great script. I know for me, I was floored when I read it. And
Stop.
It's true. Carolyn's a great writer. She's not only the producer, but she's also the writer and the creator. And, I just like to read what other characters say about Rhonda, what Rhonda says about herself, and I just use that technique to kind of build this person. What does she say about herself? What do other people think of her? And then you just kind of go from there and kind of act in the moment with your co-stars and try to give the most authentic performance that you can give. So that was kind of my approach for it.
Okay. What about you, Malachi?
Well, I actually went to a couple of clinics and studied for a couple of months.
Okay.
I'm joking. But
I wasn't gonna.
He's a method. He's a method actor. Method actor.
It really goes back to what Jowanda said. I mean, the script was it was great. I was really excited to do it. And, this was my first time actually playing a character that had anything to do with the medical field. But, just listening and observing the dynamic of, your other fellow actors and being, actually shooting in a real clinic. And kind of getting, the little nuances about certain things like that. So, I think that really helped out. But, I mean, it just kind of played into, it's not like I don't feel as though I had to learn a whole bunch of medical terms or anything like that. It was just really just about, learning Brian himself as a character and his quirkiness but, still thinking he's sexy. But I feel like he's kind of awkward. What
was funny to me is how he tried to throw his parents in there when he needed Dr. Rhonda to pick his shifts, and their health was failing them, but Dr. Rhonda saw right through that.
the cast, they all did, like, they had, we were really blessed with this production because the cast really had a chemistry where they didn't really, I mean, aside from just reading their character bios and the script, like, you know, like Malachi said, it wasn't, I didn't make it so heavy into the medical because I wanted it to be relatable.
Exactly.
And so I wanted them to get comfortable in their character. And it's really a story. It's in a clinic. Yes, she's a doctor, but it's about how we relate to each other, you know. And it's about at the end of the day, it's heavy on family and community. Right. And you know that's why I have her. Actually, the clinic where Rhonda works, where her dad works, was started by her grandfather. So there's a legacy there. So they've been in the community. And Harlem itself is another character in and of itself. But they just had such a great chemistry that, you know, it was effortless for them. Like the whole entire cast was just incredible. Everyone did such a great job. So, and it seemed like they didn't have to prepare much because it just came naturally to them, you know, because they were just interacting with each other, you know, so it was awesome.
So after seeing, you know, season 1 is out there, we can all watch it on YouTube, and I've started. It's amazing. I can't wait to finish it.
Thank you.
How is it like? What's the feeling on a personal note for all three of you? You know, seeing it all come together and unfold, and getting thousands of people, you know, watching and all that. How does that feel on a personal note?
Oh my God. For me, if you had asked me, you know, 5 years ago, would I be here? I'd been like, no, you're crazy. Come on, whatever. Like, that's no way, you know. And even though I've always had a love of film, and I've always been a creative, you know, at heart. You know, I also wrote the theme song and sang the theme song as well, if no one knows that. So, and I had the flu. Let me just let it be known I had the flu, so I wasn't at my 100%, but I did what I could. But yeah, I've always been a creative person, so that part of me had to come out, and so. In that respect, I kind of knew I would always do something in the creative field. Screenwriting, if you'd asked me, I wouldn't have thought, you know, I wouldn't have said so. But, you know, I'm a firm believer of everything happens for a reason, and I'm glad that, you know, we came to this point. It's mind blowing to me that we're here, but I'm ready, and I'm ready. I want to bring more. I want to bring more content out there and show different stories and put my people to work and give them good stories to tell and good roles. You know, you heard Malachi said this is the first time he's playing someone in the medical field.
Yeah.
You know, like, which is like crazy to me. Like, all I know when I go to work, all I see are black doctors, female, male, black doctors, Hispanic doctors. And I'm like, what? You know, so, I mean, for me, it's awesome. And I can't wait to see where this goes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What about for you, Jowanda and Malachi? Seeing all this come together.
For me, you know, we've worked on this project literally for, you know, over a year, and I've said it before, but I feel like I've been living with Rhonda. She's like now in my mind, and she answers questions for me, and I'm probably clinically crazy at this point, but it's just great to finally get her out there because Carolyn wrote such a great, rich character with so many layers that I know as each season unfolds, you're going to know more about her. She's just not a one-note character. And I'm so glad to see that it's out there. I want people to be able to relate to her, whether they love her or hate her or they don't understand her. Just putting her out there, I think it just adds another layer to the complexities of being a black career woman in 2017, you know, like it's different. And I think people can understand that by watching the show.
Absolutely. And I think watching her quote-unquote setback actually shows her evolution, you know what I mean? Because we all go after something and we may not get where we want to get initially, but we still get where we're supposed to be. And I think that's when I was reading and watching, I kind of saw that, even though there's a lot of comedy and, you know, hilarity in it, but I think that's, you know, it's a good lesson, you know what I mean? What about for you, Malcolm?
Absolutely.
I think for me, overall, I mean, it's just a great product. Like, you know what I mean? It's just it's well done, especially to be a web series.
Yeah.
And I think, that's the thing that really stuck out for me, and it kind of made me go, wow, this is solid. And and I definitely agree with Carolyn and Jowanda. I think another thing that stuck out for me too, and I was actually having a conversation with Jowanda about this. It was just like, I told her, and this is just me bigging her up. I'm like, you're a star. Like, you're good. Like,
yes.
Now they're like, wow, she's really good at this lead role. Like looking at, and she made it easy for me to feed off of her. You know what I mean? As an actor, and just
thank you guys.
Definitely. It was just, and so to have that chemistry we were talking about before, and just to have a great production, and to be a web series. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's a lot of people don't get that, and for it to be Carolyn's first, script.
Yeah,
it actually gets produced, and it actually gets out there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, a lot of people. So I think overall, it's just a really good production, and I think I hope people actually really take to it and get ready for season 2. Yeah.
Please watch it, please.
It's definitely worth watching. I'll tell you that right now. I didn't believe it.
Thank you.
I said this is, great quality. Like you said, for a web series, great quality. You don't think you're watching a web series. You think you're watching a movie, and it's not super long, but a movie on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speak it. We're going to watch a movie on it.
Right. Insecure started on YouTube. I'm putting it out there. Insecure started on YouTube.
Yes, please. Yes. HBO. Yes.
HBO.
Yes.
Right. So where can everyone go and watch Dr. Rhonda Mitchell? Or Rhonda Mitchell M.D.?
Sure. Rhonda Mitchell M.D. is on YouTube right now. So you can go to youtube.com/ Rhonda Mitchell M.D. the series. No periods, just Rhonda Mitchell M.D. the series. And all 6 episodes are up right now, the first season. And, they vary in length from anywhere from 3.5 minutes to a little over close to 7 minutes long. So they're not terribly long. So you could binge on all of them on a train ride or a bus ride,
Yeah.
Lunch break.
On lunch break. Follow us. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Rhonda MD series on all 3 of those platforms.
Okay.
So you can keep in touch with us and see what we've got coming next. We've got some surprises for y'all towards the end of the year. And season 2. People have been asking for a season 2, and I'm like, I'm floored. We just released the first season a week and a half ago, and we're like, when's second season coming?
I was just and Malcolm was like, my new web series comes out Monday, and now I'm like, it's time for season 2.
Right. Like, where's season 2 at?
So I'm gonna go through all 3. Tell us where we can keep up with you, like on your own. If you have social media you want to share, where can we keep up? We'll start with you, Carolyn. Carolyn Pierre-Outlar.
Sure. So I'm Carolyn Pierre-Outlar on Facebook, C Pierre-Outlar on Instagram and Twitter.
All right, Jowanda.
Very simple. On Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, I am Jowanda Durham. Easy, simple. Durham is in Durham, North Carolina, even though I'm from Georgia. But, yes, Jowanda Durham.
No, that's true.
And
that is Durham, North Carolina.
And I am Malachi Rivers on everything. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So that's Malachi Rivers, Malachi Rivers.
Listen, y'all
Tinder.
It is Rhonda Mitchell M.D.
Did you catch that? You didn't catch Malachi Rivers on Tinder. I'm kidding. That's bad. No, I'm kidding. Totally kidding.
Well, listen, I want to thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Again,
thank you for having us.
Rhonda Mitchell M.D. Go check it out right now. You'll enjoy it. You'll love it. And keep up with them so you know about season 2. Listen, thank you all so much. Definitely appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Steven.
No doubt. Well, listen, we'll be right back after this.
Baby, if you only knew things that I wanted to do to you when we first met. Thinking like the boys do, then you got me with my nose wide open. Tables turned, now I'm the one who's overprotected. I see them looking when they pass. What I'm gonna do with all that ass? Your beauty is unmatched. I can't help it, I got it bad. I am just human, and I'm possessive, little bit jealous. So you better tell them that you are taken. There is no mistaking. Don't you know that you're mine? Let them know that you're mine. And I know that these dudes gon' try and holler, 'cause you're so damn fine. But you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine. Don't you know that you're mine? Let them know that you're mine. And I know that these dudes gon' try and holler, 'cause you're so damn fine. But you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine. We be dancing in the club, sipping on that Martell. Think this couple wanna go, take this to the hotel and feel it. Feeling on your body, grinding on me slowly. But if we take it there, just know you're mine, and I belong to you. No matter what we do, don't ever get confused. Whoa, lose my mind if we take it too far. And I know that you're still flirt. I don't wanna make things too hard. Don't you know that you're mine? Let them know that you're mine. And I know that these dudes gon' try and holler, 'cause you're so damn fine. But you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine. Don't you know that you're mine? Let them know that you're mine. And I know that these dudes gon' try and holler, 'cause you're so damn fine. But you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine. If they try and holler, let them know that I'm the truth. You got something special you can't find in any other dude. Don't you know that you're mine? Let them know that you're mine. And I know that these dudes gon' try and holler, 'cause you're so damn fine. But you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine. Don't you know that you're mine? Nobody else is. And I know that these dudes gon' try and holler, 'cause you're so damn fine. But you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine. You're only mine. Don't you know that you're mine? Let them know that you're mine. And I know that these dudes gon' try and holler, 'cause you're so damn fine. But you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine, but you're mine.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. GK, you're holding it down by yourself tonight. What's going on in movie reviews?
I know. I was looking for Adam because I needed him to chime in on Justice League because I didn't see it. I was looking to hear his review, and I know he saw it. Adam.
Yeah.
Call me, Adam. Call me. But anyway, I saw two horror movies this weekend. The first one being Leatherface, which is the prequel to the infamous Texas Chainsaw Massacre series. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a movie out of the 70s, which is based upon a true story of a crazed chainsaw-wielding serial killer in Texas. So Leatherface talks about the origins of the Leatherface character, and the movie stars Lily Taylor and Stephen Dorff. And I must say that even with these two veteran actors in these roles and trying to carry this movie, it was just okay to me. It didn't stand out. I thought with such a brand as Texas Chainsaw Massacre that Leatherface would have brought the thunder. I thought that it would be like maybe a resurgence of Leatherface, but it didn't do it for me. It was just another movie, and you know how I say I could have watched it on the DVD. But I will say this for horror movie fans and fans of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre brand, it was gory. There are parts that, made me a little squeamish, and I had to turn my head a little bit. Not saying that it wasn't entertaining. It was entertaining. It just didn't have that bite that I was looking for. And the second movie that I saw was Jeepers Creepers 3. They can take the real, and they can throw it completely in the trash. I don't know why in the world that they would even create that movie. We've been waiting forever for another Jeepers Creepers because the brand was so tight. Like Jeepers Creepers was, when it first came out, it was new, it was fresh, it was a new creature, it was a new monster to love. And we all had so many questions about this creature. We still don't know what it is. And the second one came along, and we thought that we were getting a little closer to the origins of this creature and another chapter to his story. We were all in anticipation of the third one. The third one really, honestly, and truly looks like it was on TV Movie of the Week.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what it felt like to me. A bad TV Movie of the Week.
No.
It was a complete letdown. I'm not sure if other people had a hold of the movie. That's why it stunk. If it definitely was a different director. But I think that maybe to save it, guys, maybe you need to do a prequel and do a movie before and start from the beginning. Remember how they did the Hawk? They had the Hawk movie, the first one that came out, and then they tried to act like it never even happened.
Right.
We're going to act like this third movie never even happened, and we're going to redo this all over again. But you need to tell an origin story and then go back and do a 3 again. Wow. There was a line in one of the X-Men movies where they said the third movie of all series normally sucks. That's pretty consistent. I'm beginning to agree.
Yeah, I already knew.
Well, those are the two movies that I saw. I didn't see Justice League. As much as I wanted to see it, I didn't get to the theater to see that one. I was looking for Adam to help me out, to tell me if I needed to see it or not, but I probably will see it before I hear from him.
Right.
Call me Adam.
Well, what's coming down the pipeline?
I'm still looking at Jumanji, definitely The $6 Billion Man, and The Last Jedi. Those are the ones that I'm looking for.
All right. Well, Chike, tell everybody where they can keep up with you, Chike. You have a lot going on that we need to know what's going on. Where can we keep up with you on Facebook?
Oh, wow. Oh, you can keep up with me at Chike Evans on Facebook, Absolutely Chike on Twitter, Absolutely Chike on Instagram. Please check out the Slot movie. Just Google that. It'll take you to Facebook, and it will take you to Twitter. We're still filming. Something's coming up. Hold on tight. And my sister, love her to death, Lania Love, my partner in crime, we're now filming Providence movie, which I'm also a part of. And I'm still trying to figure out what we're doing with Mercy. It's still in the film festival circuit. So if it comes to a film festival near you, please check it out. And much love to our director, Damon Durrell. He holds us down. He makes us look good, and he helps write these stories that we tell, man. So definitely check all of us out. And I'll see you in the future. See you in the movies.
Absolutely. Well, Chike, thank you, as always, for all that you do, and have a great week, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Right back after this.
We in this biatch, like all over our sweethearts. Self-discovery, lesson learned, we on our Alfred Hitchcock. East Coast hard, West Coast hard. Rest in peace, Tupac.
Somewhat an anomaly, first degree of hip-hop hypocrisy. Never fit in what you motherfucking label me. As I sit back and watch, never interject. Money in the bank with the ill concept. Vision is clear, never gets complex. Chillin' on the scene like Peace Hotel. For the 1800 and vanilla Coke. Sit back and chill, maybe even smoke. Summertime lounging, good to go. Chillin' at the beach, that's how we roll. I make it sexy, baby.
Make it sexy, make it super fly.
I make it sexy, baby.
Make it sexy, make it fly high.
I make it sexy, baby.
Make it sexy, make it super fly.
Make it sexy, baby.
Make it shake it, just like sexy, baby.
We be the scene stillers, way back as stillers. Hollywood Hill, real dealers, no filters. Lounging in the cut with the cold chillers. Twisted on the sun, propaganda for fun. Run, forest, run, dream builders. Fly establishment, clean with fresh kicks. Good eating, sunbathing where the money went. Harlem bars, Harley stars, two twisted Uber cars. Stripper poles, diamond gold, church, basket, tie and hold. Private gyms, assaulting ribs, exclusive diamond, fold friends. Purple label, more stable, life coach, now you're able. Cabotins, spa stins, freaky hints. But yo, where the money, where to make it sexy, baby.
Make it sexy, make it super fly.
Make it sexy, baby.
Make it sexy, make it fly high.
I make it sexy, baby.
Make it sexy, make it super fly.
I make it sexy, baby.
Make it shake it, just don't break it, get that sexy.
Scene stillers, Hollywood heel dealers, lounging in the cut with the big willers, rocking clean whips and fresh kicks. Harlem bars, Harley stars, twisted Uber cars.
Car ride by with the booming system. Throwback vibe with a good intention. Lover who you are, don't be scared to mention. Chillin' with my beats, no ill pretension. Catch the waves, that's a day. Sundays, fun days, Fridays, payday, make money any day. Whatever you do, love it and be free. And remember, I'll make it sexy, baby.
Make it sexy,
baby.
Make it super fly.
Make it sexy, baby.
Make it sexy, make it fly high.
I'll make it sexy, baby.
Make it sexy, make it super fly.
Make it sexy, baby.
Make it shake it, just don't break it, get that sexy.
Make it sexy, baby.
Make it sexy, make it super fly. Make it sexy, make it fly high.
Make it sexy, baby.
Make it sexy, make it super fly. Make it shake it, just don't break it, get that sexy.
Make it sexy, baby.
The vulnerable one.
What's up, y'all? We are June's Diary, and you're listening to The Stephen Knight Show.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Janera, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you, Stephen?
Doing well for Monday. I can't complain.
All right.
I know with the holidays coming, I've seen a lot of Christmas commercials. So I know you have a lot of great stuff for us.
Of course I do. I actually even got some stuff done this weekend. I did some great shopping over the weekend because, it's Veterans Day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, everyone was having a sale for Veterans Day.
Yeah, shout out to the vets.
That's right. That's right. Happy Veterans Day to everyone, or belated Veterans Day. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, so I told you to check that out. All right. So, first of all, I have 15 sales for you guys, so hopefully this will help you with any type of shopping that you need to do. And, of course, if you want to get your, budget shopaholic anything, keep this stuff in mind. But anyway, Old Navy, Gap, and Banana Republic, they're having an online-only sale. And if you shop there now, you can get 40% off of your purchase. Plus, you can get free shipping on your order with code GETMORE. The Limited is having a sale, and I don't know if I told you guys, but it is back. I believe I did mention this like a little while ago. They temporarily, I guess, went out of business, and now they're back. There aren't any more Limited stores, but they do have some items in bulk, and which is, of course, the department store, and they also have an online store. So they're back, and they're having a BOGO 50% off sale, so you buy one, get one for 50% off during their mix and match sale. So that's something that you guys might want to keep in mind. Gymboree is having an online only sale, and you can get
items starting at just $5. Carter's is having a sale today only, and it's on all of their holiday pajamas. So you can get 60% off of all of their holiday pajamas. I've already stocked up for Dylan, so he has something to wear like just about for every day from Thanksgiving on into the new year, really, for holidays, because I love the holidays. Right? So Carter's is having a sale. I'm sorry, Nine West is having a sale, and they're having a flash sale. So they were doing this specifically for Veterans Day. For some reason, they didn't want to call it their Veterans Day sale, but this was specifically for Veterans Day, and you can get 30% off of everything in the store, online and in the store. Today is the last day to shop Steve Madden and get 25% off of your purchase during their Friends and Family sale. Neiman Marcus Last Call is having a sale, and if you shop there now, you can get $150 off of your $300 purchase, your $300 or more purchase. So that's something to think about. I know $300 sounds like a lot, but if you're going to get $150 off of that $300, that's really not, as much. So that's a great deal. Macy's is having their Thanksgiving one-day sale a little early. And if you shop there now, you can get free shipping on your purchase of $25 or more. Plus, you can save on tons of items that they've already discounted. And one of my favorite things to do when I go to Macy's is to hit up their last act, which is pretty much where things are just deeply, deeply discounted at Macy's. A lot of times it's their like items from the previous season and things like that. So I absolutely love their last act. Saks Fifth Avenue off Fifth is having a sale today only and online only. And if you shop there now, you can get up to 80% off of your purchase. And this is today only, so you have to use code 24 hours at checkout. J. Crew is having a sale, and you can get 40% off of their cool weather essentials. So it's things like hats, coats, scarves, gloves, things like that. Ann Taylor is having a sale as well, and you can get 40% off of your purchase, and that's off of everything in the entire store. Solstice is also having a sale, and you can shop there and get 20% off of any full-priced item. Plus, you can get, they've extended their Veterans Day sale, so you can also get an extra 10% off of your purchase with your military ID. Aeropostale is having a sale now through the 14th, and you can get $5 off of any pair of jeans. You can shop Express and get 40% off of everything in the store and online. And last but not least, Brookstone, which is the store where you can get any type of gadget or any type of item like a massage item or anything like that. They're having a sale, and you can get $20 off of your purchase of $100 or more. And if you're shopping online, you just need to use code NOV20 at checkout. So that's all I have for you guys this evening.
Awesome. And they can find it all at budgetshopaholic.com, correct?
They surely can.
All right. Well, thank you, as always, for keeping us looking great for a good price. Have a great week.
My pleasure. All right. You too.
All right. Right back after this.
Yeah. It's your boy Rapped Out Raw, man. Stuck in the hood. Grew up with no father. Some of us grew up with no mother. But we all share the same struggle. I'm stuck in these streets, everybody should know. Tell me how we gon' eat, tell me which way to go. Tell me the police cause they let go. There's no love in these streets, I just thought you should know. I'm stuck in these streets, everybody should know. Tell me how we gon' eat, tell me which way to go. Tell me the police cause they let go. There's no love in these streets, I just thought you should know. Tell me how we gon' eat, but you talking this piece. Had to go get it, be all I can be. They wanted me finished, hooked up to IVs. At the top, I'm the greatest, Muhammad Ali. My probation still blowing this green. I done patiently waited, went hard on my team. Stacking this paper, put on.
Well, back to the Stephen Knight Show. Aaron Cosby, what's going on?
Stevie K, what up?
How's your Monday?
It's good. It's cold.
Yeah.
Sorry. good.
That's good. That's good.
Yours?
Good weekend?
I did. I do what I always do, study.
Right. That's your life these days.
Nothing exciting. But it was cool. I actually took a day to just relax.
That's good.
I didn't do too much studying, but I did study. So.
Okay. Well, what's going on in the world
you?
of sports? Oh, what did I do? I hung out with some friends on Friday, and then on Sunday, a friend of Michelle and I was in town, so we all did a dinner at this place, and then Sunday just went to brunch. But yeah, it was kind of low key.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Have you been to the Old Lady Gang restaurant?
I have not. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I haven't been yet. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just gonna ask. Never mind. I was just gonna ask if you had been, but if I was gonna ask you how the food was if you had went, but
I've heard that it was good. I heard that. Well, this is when it first opened. That it was kind of unorganized, but it's been open a while now, so I'm sure because it stays packed. So I'm sure it's they've gotten through those first jitters, when you first open something up. But I've heard good.
Oh
things.
yeah, of course, yeah, absolutely. Well, good. All right, sports. All right, let me go ahead and get this out the way.
Mm-hmm.
The Falcons won. The Falcons.
Finally.
They won. They beat the Cowboys, and it was a good win. Like it was a nice, solid win.
Okay. Come on, Falcons.
Yeah. So now, mind you, Ezekiel Elliott, who is the running back for the Cowboys, he's now serving his 6-game suspension. So he wasn't playing. I'm not saying that if he was playing that the Falcons would have lost, but he didn't play, and that gave the Falcons an even better chance of winning. So.
Right, yeah.
But But also the Falcons, their defense stepped up. Like they stepped up. Good job, Falcons.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah. Good job. The Redskins lost.
Oh, did they? Your favorite team?
Yeah. They lost. The Patriots won last night. They beat Denver.
Yeah.
So the Patriots continue to win. They are. I mean, they're looking good. Unfortunately, because they're not my favorite team, but they're playing very, 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 very well. Let's see. All right. Colin Kaepernick. This is what I really want to talk about. Have you seen his GQ?
Absolutely.
Issue?
Absolutely. Yep.
Man.
Yeah, it's powerful. It's powerful.
It's powerful. It is. Yeah. It's powerful. Wow.
Yep. He is GQ Citizen of the Year.
Good for him.
Yes,
good
Citizen
for him.
of the Year. And their Men of the Year series. And they said that he didn't interview for the article. They went to his peers, Ava Dunernay, I'm sure I messed her name, J. Cole, and his longtime love, greater personality, Nessa.
Okay.
And they had some great things to say about him.
Okay, good. Yeah. But the images were just powerful, just like you said. Yeah. I really like the cover picture with the fro and the all black on. Yeah.
Take that to Black Panthers.
That was
movement.
Black Panther. Yeah, very, very Black Panther. Then I also liked there was a picture. Well, I liked all the pictures.
Right.
But that picture, and also there was a picture inside that was with him, like he was running with children. Neighborhood kids, whatever. That was nice also, because it reminded me of there's an image of Muhammad Ali, I believe, running, like jogging, training with like children running with him. in the background kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was, yeah. It was just cool. It was really cool.
It was. You got to talk about the Georgia game, cool. Hey, Ron. I'm going to tell you why you have to talk about it. Because Saturday I went to the gym, and when I finished working out, I was in the sauna with my headphones in. I was trying to have some little meditation time. And this guy comes in the sauna, and he starts talking to me. But I didn't hear what he was saying because my headphones in. But so I took him out. He was asking me, you said about the Georgia game? And I was like, oh, okay. He said, you had to play Auburn, and you know, they always have a way of breaking each other's rankings. And so he was talking about how he was leaving the gym to go buy all these wings and beer and tequila, and his wife was at a wine tasting, and when she got home, she was going to participate, and he got 15 people. I mean, he was excited about this game. And so I happened to meet up with a friend of mine on Saturday, and we went and watched the game, and I felt devastated for the man because they lost.
Did they? They got that. They got, yeah.
They lost. Yeah. Terrible.
They lost. Auburn really just, they knocked the taste out of Georgia's mouth.
They sure did.
Yeah. And
that was their first loss, right?
That was the first loss.
But it would have been nice if they could have lost earlier in the season.
Right.
And then, been on a winning streak. Now that they lost, it pushes them out of contention for right now to be in the playoffs. So, but the season's not over, so anything can happen. They just need to pretty much win every game now. They need to win every game, and just see what happens. Excuse me. And see what happens thereafter. But it just tells you how good Alabama is. I mean, Georgia's a great team, but Alabama, I mean, man. And the SEC is such a tough conference.
Right, yeah.
When it comes to football, it's so tough. So for Alabama to pretty much go year after year undefeated, I mean, it really shows how great of a team
organization
they have year in and year out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but yes, Georgia, sorry, you lost.
All right.
Wasn't even close. So.
Wasn't even.
Yeah. Wasn't even close. Yeah. Wasn't close. So.
All right.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. They have 2 more games left in the regular season, and then from there, it's hopefully they'll be in the SEC championship game.
Right, yeah.
Which more than likely they will, and they'll play Alabama. And if they can beat Alabama in the SEC championship game, then they will be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So all they have to do is beat Alabama. And think about it. In order to be the best, you have to beat the best. The best is Alabama. If you beat Alabama, you've proven it. You've deserved it. It's yours. Absolutely. So,
all right.
We'll
see what happens.
But we'll see what happens. But follow me Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. My first name, last name, Aaron Cosby. Again, Aaron Cosby. And that's all in sports, man.
All right, Aaron. Listen, have a great week. Don't study too hard, but get off grade A's.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Same to you.
All right, right back after this.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the First Lady, Faith Evans, and you're listening to the Stephen Knight Show.
Well, that's our show. Want to thank you all for tuning in so much. Again, shout out to the cast, Rhonda Mitchell M.D. Check that out on YouTube. And then if you're in the Atlanta, Georgia market and you want to find out more about Pamela Weeks training, please go to our website for more information, StephenKnightShow.com. Have a great week and see you next Monday. Good night and God bless.
Tonight is all eyes on me. Everything's gonna be alright. And when we get there, I'ma see a pretty young thing. I'ma ask her to take my hand. Head to the floor, we gon' dance. And when we get there, best believe we're gonna do a two-step. Ain't no drama in here, so don't stress. Step to the right, then side to the left.